Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. We are very happy to see you today in our discussion club. I would ask everyone to switch on your cameras if it's possible. Let's join and let's have this discussion today. Yes. Okay. Hello. Hello. Can everybody hear us? Can everybody see us? Okay. I guess everything is good. So just let's give a
Yes, it is
couple of
working.
seconds. Okay, let's just give a couple of seconds for everyone to settle and join us. Right. And let's get started. So my name is Maria, and today we are going to have the discussion club. So we are just going to exchange opinions and share some questions, ask some questions our expert. So today we are joined by Ilya Shikhov, and he is a CEO. And today he's going to share his experience of using one ERP system, and also we're going to listen to you and possibly discuss and answer the questions. So you are very welcome to speak up, to join us, and to unmute yourself and share your thoughts and everything you have. Okay. So first of all, let's welcome Ilya. Ilya, could you please briefly introduce yourself and especially your background in 1C ERP? What are you currently dealing with? Tell us more about it.
Hello, Maria. Yeah, thank you very much for introduction. So I'm a CEO of two companies. One of the companies Rise in Russia, and another one Rise South Africa, based in Cape Town. So I've been doing with 1C more than 20 years. ERP is a long story. So yeah, it is a well-known product in Russia. But if you talk about foreign markets, it's not so famously known application. Yeah, but it's getting bigger and bigger. So we work with 1C ERP across countries. So it was implemented in countries like United Kingdom, Turkey, Portugal, Spain. So I would say that Russian businessmen chose 1C ERP World Edition because of it is a good application they know, and actually there is no other option they can take for the same for such money. So yeah, it is obvious option for them. They go along and they implement it and choose it without any hesitation, any doubts. But if you talk about foreign markets, I mean foreign customers, it's much tougher to convince customers to choose this expensive software, especially if you talk about African markets. So it's not very well developed countries, and they are more focused on smaller solutions. But I would say that the market is getting bigger and bigger. And for example, right now, there's a 1C ERP for Turkish market. Yeah, it's still in progress. I can say that it's still in progress. But 1C is working on localization. So they're trying to prepare 1C ERP World Edition for specific markets. They chosen. So yeah, we can say that it is its ongoing project still, and I can say that yeah, there are more and more opportunities with 1C ERP.
That sounds impressive. So, but we can say it's still entering the international market, right?
Surely, surely.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else have any experience with the 1C ERP system? Maybe somebody else wants to talk about it, introduce themselves. So can I ask Alexei or Pavel Stupko, would you like to speak up and share your own experience? You're welcome to unmute yourself and just tell us a bit more.
Hello.
Mhm. You're welcome, Alexei. Alexei, would you like to speak up?
Sorry, which Alexei?
Yeah, you. I see your video. Yes, so please,
okay.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexei. I'm a senior developer and team leader in one of our company. I have been working with 1S more than 13 years. In the beginning of my career, I was a junior developer, and I have been growing up from company to company. And now I have enough huge experience in this sphere. I have encountered with ERP system with ERP 2.1 with trade configuration from 1S with retail configuration. It was at my previous job, and it's all. I have huge knowledge about programming and about trade sphere environment. I have understood how it works. I hope I understood how it works. What's more, and that's all. Summary, it's all.
Okay, thank you. Also, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask Ilya, right? Ilya will be happy today to share some experience of his. Okay, how about Pavel Stupko? Would you like to also unmute yourself and tell us more about your experience you had with 1C?
Hello, everybody. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
it's good.
Yes. Okay. My name is Pavel Stupko. I'm owner of IT company, and we implement 1C ERP in Russia and Armenia now, and I live in Serbia, in Belgrade, and we want to start this business in Serbia and another country near this near this country. That's all. And for me, interesting. I forgot.
Interesting question, interesting topic.
Interesting опыт, я забыл.
Experience.
Experience, yes. Experience of Ilya in implementation 1C ERP in another country, and we now at start of this way.
Thank you, Pavel. Thank you for your interest.
Okay, interesting. So you're going to implement it as well in Serbia and some other countries. But let's talk about the position of the 1C World Edition on the international market. Ilya, can you tell us more about this?
Maria, may I interrupt you because I think Alexei Bobrovnikov, as I can see, would like to say something.
Okay, sorry, didn't see you. Okay, Alexei, you can also. You're welcome.
Hello to everyone. I'm Alexei Bobrovnikov, and I have developed this ERP World Edition some years ago because I was working for 10 years in one ERP for Russia, and then some years for ERP World Edition. But now for 3 years I'm working for another 1C product. It is accounting suite, but I'm interested in experience of how to implement ERP World Edition in other country. And yes, I'm working with Serbian partners too. In the Serbia, we have our 1C partner, and before I working with them with ERP World Edition, but now I try to work with my accounting suite software, and it is for small and medium business. not so huge and so complex like ERP World Edition, but I have the same problems with legacy regulatory and with tax legacy, especially in Serbia, because they have very strange VAT, added tax, value added tax. And it is very strange for Russian tax. If we compare, if we compare them, because we have very strange thing, and I have a crazy week to understand how they do this, because we have special VAT accounts for prepayment, and they are not close to them to as we do in Russia to calculation VAT the end of tax, and do it manually at the end of period. It's very strange. And because in other countries I'm working on right now for Africa, Asia, Arabian country, and we're working with IFRS standards only, and it's very more easy than
simple.
Yeah, than it is in Serbia, because Serbia copy paste Russian approach. Maybe it's from depends from USSR times. I don't know. They have very big chart of accounts. It's a huge enough, more than 800 numbers of account, and it's very, very strange. And they have no special regulations, and so it is in one word, use IFRS standards. But it's very easy to say, but do not easy to do, because they have very strange name of accounts in chart of accounts, and we need to use them all. And sometimes it seems like a like a very interesting thing. So I am interested in experience of Pavel, because he is in Serbia. Maybe he knows something and it will be useful for me. But yes, I am experienced in ERP at all, because I did some modules there, budgeting, IFRS, treasury. It's my design project for many years. Yes.
Thank you very much, Alexei, for your inputs. So I could summarize. So we have two developers and one business owner. So let me start with development side of things then. So in my opinion, once the ERP doesn't require a lot of developments at all. Yeah. So yeah, of course we will talk about regulations and VAT compliance or other tax regulation compliance. Yeah, that it takes time. It takes time to integrate with some banks environment. But if you talk about chart of accounts and adjustment chart of accounts, so it's not a big deal. I can say that, for example, in Mozambique, it is another Southeast African country next to the South Africa. So they have a Russian chart of accounts. Yeah, so you cannot expect it, but they have a Russian chart of accounts, because the revolution was happened because of Russian arms, and you can find Kalashnikov on the flag of this country. So it's very interesting. Yeah, so they have a trial balance as absolutely with the same accounts we have in Russian chart of accounts. So yeah, if you talk about South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, I believe that most of them took IFRS standards as the start of regulation and accounting principles. Yeah, and they quite easy to understand. They're quite easy to implement. No big questions. Yeah, that regulation can be difficult, but I wouldn't say complicated. Yeah, so yeah, in terms of development side of things, I like one ERP, because there are no many support and bug fixing costs if you talk about implementation projects, and compare it with OneSeeDrive, for example, because in my experience, OneSeeDrive requires more bug fixing efforts, some features are not well developed, but in one ERP, it's more than enough. So if we talk about projects, the problem you face, Pavel, that there is a lack of consultants. Because in South Africa, I also started with accounting, small accounting package, because I understood that there is no specialist, there is no developers, there is no consultants in South Africa. I tried to teach them. I tried to train them English language, English coding, which is also take time, to switch one developer from Russian source code to English source codes. But I found that after 5 years of experience, I can say that it is a wasting of time and money. Because once you hired once a developer, they quickly learn English and then they quit, because there are more opportunities on the markets. So, and right now I'm working with University of Johannesburg, and next year we will start ERP course with University of Johannesburg, and we will prepare 160 students on a supply chain module. They will during their supply chain module, they will also be trained by my trainer of once ERP. So after that, I believe that we will have more consultants that would be able to sell, present, demonstrate software to possible customers. And the second step is to train local developers. So it is very, very, very important for local markets if you would like to take it. If we talk about local projects, small projects, okay, let's say Russian owners will come to Serbia and they will hire your company. That can work. Definitely. So you can hire 1 or 2 developers ad hoc for ad hoc services, and you will need 1 or 2 consultants, and you will be happy with this team. But if you talk about serial implementations, if you talk about support, well-established support, it will take a lot more from you. And once you will try to roll out your success, you will quickly face with a lack of developers. That is exactly what I feel when I'm trying to stretch myself, my company right now. Because of right now we have something like about 50 customers for RISE accounting and 5 customers of once ERP, but it's not easy to grow. So it is absolutely difficult right now because lack of consultants, and so developers, you can hire Russian developers, but it takes time for them to change, and they cannot speak. And what I found that it is easier to train developer another language like once language than train a developer to another speaking language. So they must speak. So absolutely different story. I hope I answered for all of your questions. Yes, Alexei. Please get in.
Thank you for sharing your opinion. I have one little question. You said that it's hard to hire Russian-speaking programmers and to learn them some English, and after that they leave from your company. Do you try to find some English speaker as programmers? I suppose a lot of people have enough knowledge from English speaking, listening, for programming too.
Yes, I tried, but you must understand that most of them are senior developers, because you also obviously a senior developer, but my projects are not for senior developers. It is more about customizing print forms, development of bank integration, integration with CSV file, uploading of CSV file, backfixing, absolutely simple backfixing. So you see that it's not a senior job. And we have a lot of such jobs, just like customizing some reports, adjusting and polishing integration pipeline with some services, etc.
Okay, as I see, you and your company, you are doing some junior and middle level jobs. You have this level tasks. Maybe you will be able to find some students from Russia, or what is more simple to grow up programmers in UR, in Cape Town, for example, or closer cities, or to find it in the Russia or closer by?
The first one. That was my answer to Pavel. That after my 5 years of experience, it is much easier to train a South African developer another language, programming language, than to train a Russian developer to English language. So that is much easier. Especially if South African developer programmer knows Java, for example. So it's much easier, believe me. So yeah, it's like a
Okay, thank you so much.
Pavel,
sorry, just one more thing. So of course I'm talking about not a senior level, because of if I need a senior level developer, I will go to Russian market. Absolutely, that's true. So if I need a senior developer, I'll go to Russian market. I will give up to find that person in South Africa market. Yes, Pavel, please.
Now, what about analyst? Do you have analysts in your company, and how you train them?
Good question. So let me think where to start. So I will talk about out of my experience. So 5 years ago, it was absolutely crazy to find ready to start a consultant, especially who knows environment, South African market, etc. So I had seasoned accountant practitioner. So he was involved in some software distribution. So he has his own practice. He had his own practice. He sold a local software, accounting software. And but it wasn't easy to train them 1C. Yes, he was interested, but not so easy. So it is easier to start with junior consultants. So I just took 1 or 2 ladies out of the market, just and train them, and it was much easier because of they're starving to know, they're starving to learn new things. They need job because of unemployment level in South Africa. Junior employment level is so high, it's not easy for them to find practice. It's absolutely different story than we have in Russia. So they're absolutely focused on learning things, and for them it is a must to stay in the company to learn things. And so I would recommend to find junior students of year, for example, which is looking for practice in any country. I think the same story. And so they'll be able to learn quickly and able to train your customers, especially if you're talking about small business owners. I'm not talking about one ERP. One ERP, it is absolutely another story. I cannot understand how you can find local people and say, okay, look, it is a one ERP, and it's so easy to make a mistake and take a wrong person, so which won't be able to learn things. yeah, and lose money, especially if you're talking about ERP project, which requires a quick delivery, when you must quickly tell people about how it works, what kind of. So yeah, I'm talking about local and small applications. But if you talk about ERP applications and how implement it, of course, I'm looking for Russian consultants who speak English, and then yeah, just let them go in the project and help me. So, but it is absolutely yeah. I have in company two consultants who speaks English. So yeah, it's quite enough to for the start to have one or two consultants will be able to help yeah, English speaking users to support them during the implementation. Yes, Karina.
Thank you.
Hi, Liam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I just wondering, what's
Pavel,
the
could you mute
price?
yourself? Pavel, could you mute yourself? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Sorry, could you repeat?
No, please get go in. Yeah, please.
What's the price per hour for customers in South Africa, like an average for, let's say, ERP projects, like, I don't know, small scale or something? Just interesting. I'm just interested because I know the rate in Europe plus or minus. I know how much it costs in Russia. It's interesting how much it is in Africa.
I can say that professional services is quite expensive. So in South Africa, price is absolutely depends on the how professional you are. In general, I can say that okay, let's say if we will talk about euros, so it's something like 50 or 60 euros per hour for professional services. If you talk about one ERP project. If you talk about small applications, yeah, so we charge something like 40, 45 euros per hour. But you must understand that it's not full-time job, yeah, because project's not so big. Yeah, and I can say that in total, it is less money than you can get in Russia, for example, because yeah, price is quite expensive, but money you can get, yeah, is less because yeah, not too much payable hours. Yeah, you can get.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, thank you very much. Was interesting.
Yeah, you must understand because of all of them are English-speaking employees, and they can quickly change the country. So they can just take a seat from the on the airplane, and then quickly go to UK, Europe. A lot of them travel to Holland, sorry, Netherlands, so or United States. So a lot of them have friends or relatives. Yeah, so it's absolutely easy for them.
But what I know about the UK, it's not now all Russian applications is some kind of abundant, and it's not easy to find job here. Maybe correct if I'm wrong. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Russian software in UK. I'm talking about local South Africans, so they can travel from South Africa to UK to get a better job. That is, yeah. I'm talking about.
But it's still 1C. Russian application. Still white.
No, in UK, yeah, it is like absolutely no-name product. Yeah, so we cannot officially promote such customer or mention the customer in our any market communication. So yeah, I just can say that okay, we have a company, we have a client, but yeah, we cannot say name and yeah, publicly. Of course, personally, privately, I can say and mention and show how it works, but yeah, not publicly.
Okay, thank you. I see we have one more question from Pavel.
Sure.
Yes, maybe I missed it. Do you have 1C software for accounting, for regular accounting that has exchange with government agencies?
Yes, we have it for South African market. We have accounting package, which is a small application. Alexey Bobrovnikov mentioned, so accounting suite. So we did the same. We took 6 years ago. We took accounting suite, which was published on onecdn.com and customized it and localized it for South African market. But it is not a big deal. We just took out tax, sales tax, and exchange it, actually, not take it out, but exchange it to VAT calculation, did some VAT submission, VAT declaration, sort of things, and applied some local regulations like a Black Empowerment Economics something reports, so just to track good suppliers for which support black owners, black companies. So that's it. Yeah, it's not a big deal to do. Yeah. So yeah, but definitely we have a local accounting package.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Ilya, you've mentioned that in some countries this solution is still not very popular. If we're talking about promotion, what is the best practice or what are the best strategies to promote?
Yeah, that's a good question. Promotion, my point that 1C as a vendor must promote a 1C ERP solution, because we did try to introduce it to the enterprises, but it didn't work in my experience. So yeah, actually, I don't know other successful stories how not a 1C subsidiary or 1C joint venture entered the market and with 1C ERP and took a share of the market. Yeah, so in my opinion, it's almost impossible. Yeah. So right now, for example, when I mentioned about University of Johannesburg, we are working with. This collaboration is only possible because South Africa is a BRICS country. So it is a participant of BRICS countries, and they are more open for Russian technologies. They are looking for Russian technologies or Indian or Chinese. But when I discuss, for example, privately with chairperson of BRICS committee, she said that yeah, so yeah, we understand that your technology is very good. I mean, software technologies is very good. Russian technology is very good. Because of she came from Microsoft. She knows a lot of she knows a lot of software. So she worked for Naspers. It is a South African software conglomerate. They have a lot of. They actually owned Avito. Avito, our what's it's called Avito. You know Avito? That is a website where you can sell. Anyone can sell its own their own stuff. So Naspers, it is a South African conglomerate, and they invest in e-commerce companies. And she worked for e-commerce companies. So what I'm trying to say that about promotion, yeah. So we understand that it's not easy to get into the market, but we are ready to help you. I mean, 1C to get into the market, but we need. To make sure that 1C is also committed to support our users, because if government entities or big enterprise, large enterprise companies decide to migrate to OneC ERP, everyone must know that OneC supports them. Because if something will go wrong, or a partner won't be able to deliver the project, it means that OneC must stand and finish the project. So for them, it's not about promotion or sales. It's more about support and confidence that these products will be supported and delivered. I mean, projects will be delivered. That is the first cons we must answer for them. The second one, where they can find or how they can choose or pick up qualified consultants or developers. So they must have a qualification. They must know how to check this person is exactly a consultant, expert, or something like this, because there is no obvious answers for them how they can pick up a consultant and they can say, okay, I am no OneC. Who can say that? Yeah, that they know OneC. So if you talk about South African, tomorrow, if OneC ERP will be popular in South Africa, I'm pretty sure that you will have a lot of consultants and developers, OneC developers in South Africa, because they will be trying to get into the job, and they will lie to you, to your customers, and it's not easy to distinguish good person, I mean good consultant from bad consultant who is lying. So they must have accredited consultants, and list training courses or certificates must be accredited by OneC. So that is another story. So how to take from the market. So they would like to have an organized market, labor market. Yeah, I'm talking about labor market. So that is another story. So that is it was their cons, and we are trying to answer them with OneC support. And yeah, that is only possible with them. So no one as a partner would be able to do that alone. That is about promotion, actually. So it's not easy. You see that it's not about selling things. Yeah, of course, once you have this support, as I mentioned, yeah, so you have a universities that train OneC or issue certificates for their students. So yeah, they can be sure that they will have experienced consultants on the market, yeah, for implementation. But otherwise, it's not easy.
Okay, thank you. A question from Karina. You're welcome. Karina, you want to
Sorry,
ask?
I'm done. I just forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to put my hand
You
back.
still have your hand. Okay, if you have your other questions, you can raise your hands.
Sorry.
All right. And also, if we're talking about the implementation, do you have any success stories maybe for now that you can share? Maybe some successful cases?
Successful stories, yeah. We have several projects. I couldn't say that they are big, large projects are comparing to Russian projects. So it is like from 10 to 20 users working on OneC ERP, and I could say that their implementation was gradual. So I could say that, okay, let's make it like this. Yeah. So if you talk about yeah, but definitely we must talk about Russian owning companies. Yeah. So company that have Russian cores have chose OneC ERP for their foreign entity. Yeah, so what you must do, you just must collaborate with existing team that supports Russian solutions. That the first thing you must do. Then second one, you must be ready to adjust your approach to their requirements. And of course, show your ability to deliver localization and to deliver your team quickly, because they expect very good speaking English consultants. They expect good developers. And the best approach, of course, is to be open for them. So one of the example we did in UK. So we started a project trying to automate e-commerce company. They migrated from. They're looking for a solution to migrate from TradeGecko. TradeGecko, it is like something like trade management, one-seat trade management, which was bought by American company, accounting American companies. I forgot, unfortunately. Anyway, so they looking for a solution to migrate from TradeGecko. They consider one-seat ERP as a solution. So we just created a functional design. So it is like a technical specification in Russian. So functional design, more common term if you talk about English-speaking environment, business practices. So we formulated functional design. So then we developed technical specification, what must be developed on the technical in technical language, and then just deliver it as soon as possible. So nothing special, everything is the same. Of course, you must know English terms, business practices terms, because otherwise you won't be clear. You won't be clear for your vis-a-vis your customers, your users, if you try to use literal translation, from Russian to English. So you always must pick up your words carefully, and make sure that it works for them. So, and especially if you talk about one-seat language, also you expect in Russia, you expect that everyone knows one-seat language, but in another country it's absolutely not the case. So for example, right now we are training a lecturer of University of Johannesburg. She is a doctor of finance, but it's not easy for her. It's not easy for her to learn one-seat language. So what is the list, or what is the catalog? What is a catalog? What is the enumeration? So it's like a code, like a code for them to learn and to encode our software. But they like it, and that is absolutely good. What you must understand, that ERP solution, ERP application, I think it can find a unique niche into the on the international market. I hope.
That sounds very promising. Thank you. And as I see, a lot of you know, or maybe are currently working with ERP systems, right? So for this, we have some suggestion for you. So we have developed course specifically for ERP system. So this course is specifically designed for people who are working with ERP systems, implementing them, or selling. So it's adapted to various levels. You can begin from elementary up to advanced level. And basically, this would be a good fit for you if you really want to develop, implement, and support different ERP systems. And what's important, to feel confident in English. So I see you all have quite a good level of English, but if you would like to learn more specific vocabulary that is connected to your industry. So that will be a very good fit for you. And we will be happy to see you here at our ERP course. So
Yeah,
you can
absolutely great, Maria. Yeah, because if you must learn the language, yeah, the language is absolutely must to learn. Specific language.
that's really necessary, and you can check out the program and all the information on the website. So we will be happy to see you there, and I'm sure it will be useful for all of you, regardless your specialization and your area of work. Okay, so thank you for your contributions. I think we still have some questions to cover. So could you tell us more about some top priority markets for implementation of 1C? So what are they currently? Where are they going?
I don't know exactly an answer for
Your
question.
guesses?
Yeah, my guess is my best guess is we must look for non-Western companies. That is obvious. Yeah, Karina mentioned about this story. Everyone knows. So yeah, that is the first thing. The second thing, I would say, it is a good to get into the. I'm saying it like a language barrier. So if you talk about English-speaking countries, so yeah, it is easy to get there and start selling or trying, but language, it is a barrier, and for international vendors, it's not easy to cross this barrier. So, and for example, Turkish market is quite obvious market for 1C. That is why they are going there, because if it's well developed, it's very close to Russia, and yeah, it is good. It has a good barrier for English English software. Because of that, I believe that if you have enough resources, once you has enough resources, yeah, they will be able to get into the market and have a share of the market. And yeah, but definitely we will have Turkish-speaking consultants, Turkish-speaking developers. Yeah, very soon. Yeah, and I think everyone who knows 1C language and interested in to cross the border, yeah, they can consider this country. Especially if I'm talking about developers, because for them, English is enough. Yeah, I'm not talking about consultants. Yeah, consultants must know local language, but for developers, English is enough. Absolutely, because in my experience, Turkish users are quite not experienced, but you can easily talk to them in English, especially if you talk about simple things. Yeah, just to communicate with. Yeah, we're not talking about complex terms and tasks. Yeah, but simple language, simple English is enough. Well, what else? Asian markets, Latin markets, yeah, also, and African markets. Yeah, I believe you hear a lot right now out of in Russian media how Russia is trying to get into the African markets. It is because, in my opinion, because it's easier because of we are quite how to say, we are in the same time zone, and if we talk about software business, it's not important actually where you are to support your business. You just must be in the same time zone to be able to support your developers, consultants, doing this job, doing their job. So yeah, because of that, I think African markets also MENA markets like Dubai, Saudi Arabia are also very important markets for us. Yeah, but it takes time, I think, for Saudi Arabia to get opened for foreign investments, for foreigners in general. But yeah, you can see a lot of advertisement on Yandex that how they're trying to attract visitors. So I believe that it is another destination for us. But yeah, climate is not good for me personally. It's not easy for me to adjust for the climate. Yeah, I cannot survive in this country. Yeah, so it's very hot for me. But yeah.
Okay, and you also mentioned Asian market. So do you think Asian market is somehow really different from a Western market or European, Saudi Arabian? Because Asia is something really unique. So do they need any other approaches or something special?
Yeah, but there's a good, very successful company, 1C Vietnam. 1C Vietnam is 100 subsidiary. It's a subsidiary of 1C, so it is a very successful enterprise which has like 100 employees right now. So you can easily try to, especially if you're a developer, you can easily try to apply for the job and yeah, find a job in Vietnam to get an experience in another country. So why not? And then Asia, if you talk about Indonesia, Malaysia, yeah. So yeah, very close markets, and believe after 5 or 10 years we will see yeah, once the startups, I believe.
Yes, Asian market is growing more and more currently in different areas as well. Okay, you also mentioned 1C Drive ERP and 1C ERP World Edition. Do they have any specific differences? Could you tell us more about major differences they possibly have?
I think our audience must know applications, but yeah, just for people who don't know differences. So 1C Drive, it is a clone of 1C управление нашей фирмой, наша фирма. So it is a Russian ancestor yeah, of 1C Drive with all those pluses and minuses. And 1C ERP, so it is so 1C Drive, it is more for medium level companies, and 1C ERP for enterprise companies. So that is the difference. So if you have a few requirements, you just take 1C Drive from the shelf and be happy. But if you have a very complex processes, especially if we're talking about my experience in UK. So the company is small, but they had very high requirements because of their staff are very well paid. So the labor costs, expenses are very high. Say they are asked about automating all processes. All processes must be automated. Yeah. So we implemented a lot of rules and yeah, some functions, additional functions specifically for their business. So it's another story. Yeah. So why 1C would be successful in European countries, but it's not easy right now to get into the market. Yeah. So what I believe sooner or later we will have a market layer as well.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone have any other questions regarding World Edition or any other questions? Okay. All right. And if we're speaking about cooperation, so you mentioned Johannesburg University. Are there any other opportunities for cooperation probably with other companies?
Not right now, yeah, but I'm hoping, yeah, for more universities, etc. Yeah, and yeah, definitely sooner or later we will have a South African market as a big advantage, as a big yeah market for us. Hopefully, yeah. I'm busy working on it. Focusing.
So you believe in the bright future of the system?
Yeah, I know that, for example, 1C is very popular as a platform, very popular in Morocco and Philippines as well. Yeah, as an enterprise platform for developers. Yeah, but not for 1C European. Perhaps sooner or later it will be also popular for accounting and ERP applications. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so thank you very much for the discussion. We really appreciate your participation today and your experience. Yeah, we were glad to hear about your experience with the systems. So if you would like to increase your English language skills, you can always join our courses, right? Ilya will also confirm that it's really necessary nowadays, right? English level. So if speaking about English level, Ilya, which level do you think is the optimal for developers to comfortably work in the international environment?
Look, my experience after it depends on the people. Yeah, it depends on the person, etc. But after 1 year of experience in my company, for example, they are talking at least not a good language, but terms is necessary. So it is inevitable to learn and know terms. Acronyms and terms and verbs, popular verbs you use in your environment. But yeah, that is very important. But just you must speak. Yeah, more you speak, more you learn out of your mistakes. Yeah. So yeah, my point is just you must travel and speak, and if it's possible to live in the country you would like to go, and yeah, because different countries have different English language, so you must understand that as well. So yeah, you must go there and learn the language in the country you would like to go.
Yeah, definitely. There are so many accents, you have to be adapted to each one. And you're right, it's learning by doing. The more you do, the more you practice doing your duties daily, the more proficient you become. Does anyone have any international experience, maybe worked with colleagues or clients all over the world? No?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. So
does anybody have any international experience? Anybody from our guests today? But I'm sure you'll have, definitely, if it's your goal, if you're looking to work for an international company. All right, so we are approaching the end of our session. If you have any final questions, we're here for you to reply. If not, then thank you for the participation. It was a very fruitful discussion today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Ilya, for speaking about your experience. We were glad to know about South African market. This is something unusual, I think, for many of us, something really interesting and prospective, as we hear.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for the invitation. Yeah.
Okay, so I wish everyone a nice evening, and hope to see you soon in our speaking clubs and our sessions in the future.
Thank you. Bye-bye.